Norway's most unapologetically ethereal pop artist just made history on the other side of the world, and the whole moment is now on film for everyone to witness. On the 2nd of November 2024, Aurora Aksnes, known globally by her stage name Aurora, stood before 18,000 screaming fans at Mexico City's Palacio de los Deportes for the largest headline show of her entire career. The sold-out concert was deliberately staged on Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, a choice that was anything but accidental. For Aurora, a 29-year-old Norwegian artist who grew up frolicking through Nordic forests near the Oz Mountains, the Mexican holiday carries a weight that transcends cultural borders. You really could feel people bringing all their loved ones with them into the room, she recalled from her home in Norway, her voice soft and deliberate. It was very intense and very sad and very joyous at the same time. That singular evening has now been captured in a concert film titled Aurora, What Happened to the Earth, directed by her close friend Gonzalo Lopez and distributed by Trafalgar Releasing, which hit theaters on March 4 with a runtime of 1 hour and 30 minutes. The concert itself was a visual and emotional spectacle rooted in Aurora's signature blend of electro-folk mysticism, a sound critics have likened to a collision between Björk, Florence Welch, Enya, and Lorena McKennitt. She opened the show with Churchyard, emerging in an elfish pale tiered skirt, corset top, and white wristbands, leading a haunting choir of 4 additional voices like a siren calling ships to shore. As the set progressed, witchy moons and orbs consumed the backdrop during A Soul with No King. Hellish red tones swallowed the stage during Heathens, and the dark dresses lightly saw her moving through warrior-like yoga poses with a commanding physicality that surprised even longtime fans. In other moments, her inner metalhead surfaced. She threw devil horns into the air and headbanged with abandon, with swarms of the crowd mirroring every motion back at her. The audience that packed the Palacio de los Deportes that night was a testament to just how deep Aurora's global reach has grown. Many fans arrived dressed as Katrinas and Katrines, painted in colorful sugar skull makeup as a nod to the holiday. They belong to a fan base she has lovingly dubbed Warriors and Weirdos, a community that has accumulated more than 10 billion song streams across her catalog, which now spans 5 studio albums. Her first, All My Demons Greeting Me as a Friend, introduced her to the world in 2016. Her most recent, What Happened to the Heart, released in 2024, is her most politically charged record, yet shaped in part by a 2023 open letter from indigenous activists Sonia Guajajara and Celia Ixacriaba, calling for a revolution in how humanity lives and understands itself. More than 300,000 concert tickets were sold across her 2024 tour alone, making November 2 the crown jewel of a career that shows no signs of slowing. The film captures Aurora's relationship with her audience in ways that feel rare for an artist of her stature. Mexican. She addressed the crowd multiple times throughout the night, often switching into Spanish, a language she studied specifically to show respect to her Mexican fans, even though she is not fluent. "Whenever I go to any country, I want to make it clear that I know I'm a guest," she said. "I want them to know that I'm drinking their culture up with my heart." In one of the film's most tender, unscripted moments, a couple got engaged in the audience during Exist for Love, and the camera caught Aurora beaming from the stage the instant she noticed it happening. "The whole room was just shining on them," she said. "I was honored to be able to serenade them." The concert was not without its political weight, which is inseparable from who Aurora is as an artist and as a person. The Blade was dedicated to victims of violence. Runaway was sung in tribute to children displaced by war, with Aksnes calling out Palestine, Ukraine, Syria, Yemen, Sudan, and Libya by name. One Palestinian flag was visible in the crowd throughout the night, and before performing Dreams, she rallied every fan who has ever been othered by society: the neurodivergent, the gay, the lesbian, the bisexual, the transgender. "We are a big family of people who are fucking weird and we are all together in it," she told the crowd to an eruption of cheers. In February 2025, she was formally named a music ambassador for War Child, a role she has embraced with the same urgency she brings to her songwriting. "When the world decides to shine its very selective light on you," she said, "the only way to treat that light with carefulness is to deflect it back onto the things where it should have been shining a long time ago." Her political authenticity extends even to her physical appearance. Her unshaven armpits, visible throughout the performance, are a quiet but deliberate rejection of Western beauty standards, a statement that aligns with the natural, human, and unapologetic ethos that runs through every note she sings. It is this consistency between who she is off stage and who she is on stage that has built her a following that goes far beyond music listeners. They are, in the truest sense, believers. The concert film's final moments may be its most quietly devastating. Closing the night solo at a keyboard with invisible wounds, Aurora addressed the crowd one last time. Your wounds, your scars, your shadows, they are an important part of us too. I am very proud of you and happy you are alive and still here. I love you. Te amo. As she played the final note and moved toward the wings of the stage, the camera caught her wiping tears from her eyes in a moment she did not appear to know was being filmed. I remember thinking how lucky I am to be reminded of what it means to be human every time I perform, she said afterward. Music is such a big thing, because while we are so complex, we really do want the same things. It just blows my mind. Critics have noted that while Aurora herself is magnetic on screen, director Gonzalo Lopez's filmmaking plays it safe, keeping cameras close to the stage rather than capturing the full grandeur of an 18,000-seat arena. The film, some argue, could have been shot in a venue half the size without looking any different. But even those critiques acknowledge what cannot be disputed, that Aurora, as a live performer, is in a class of her own, and no camera angle can fully diminish that. Have you seen Aurora? What happened to the Earth? Yet? Or does this make you want to? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you believe music like this deserves more attention in today's cultural conversation, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a story.